So the ice armor is still a good translation to it. It's basically going to protect us from the elements in the fire shrine. And I think the butterflies of death spawn out a little bit faster than they do in the US version. That's just more of a hunch than a fully timed calculation right now. But before we move on, we can go ahead and steal this layer up early too. Just one of the scorpions goes around the perimeter. Fortunately, we'll take damage from him, but we'll just let him go by. Move out of the way before the other one catches up. And not have to worry about him. So in this bottom area, of course we have the floor is lava. But yeah, heated tiles. The ice armor protects us against them. Now they don't do a whole lot of damage, just 1 damage for now. So picking up the ice armor right now isn't wholly necessary, it's just convenient. We got another mole hole there, which that one is actually useless. It doesn't give us anything in the long run. More of these guys. More damage than I want to take. Alright, that's the second one, so another squirrel. Once we find the third one, we can talk to all 3 of them, get an item. Now the main reason why you get the ice armor is just to walk across this without having to worry about the timing. No damage. Individual spawns on you guys, eh? And that reveals the crystal fairy. If for whatever reason you need to double back to town, talk to these guys. Now, what did you give me? Well, kind of... Oh, never mind. You gave me the best spell in the game. So, Raito... Yeah, Raito Arrow. So, Light Arrow. This is the best spell in the game. I actually thought I got that from one of the moles in town, but no, I was wrong. So it's basically Flame Ball that fires in 4 directions, and the power of this spell is obscene. It will 1 or 2 shot most enemies for most of the game. Probably not until like World 5 or 6 does it start to get diminishing returns. Even then, its range and power are still very worth it. I talked to those crystal fairies, think I get experience for most of them, but that's really not a problem. Alright, well, another reason why we have this second sword. Get these dank scorpions off us. Yeah, this is an annoying layer with these teleporting lizards. And dealing with the scorpions at the same time. Also a time when the sword's hitbox works against you. But fortunately the worst is over. This, we get a treasure chest, 100 gems. Come in handy when it's time to start spamming our magic. Actually, okay, now I'm thinking a little bit ahead. But yeah, the mole that I thought gives you the light arrow actually gives you another item that's also really good for this point in the game. That right there is actually something we need. So I will be doubling back to town one more time to pick that up shortly. Otherwise, we can't progress without it. And yeah, let's just go and kill these guys with our sword. But those lizards over there, yeah, we'll kill them with magic. They're spawning in all quickly. You guys are just slow. Yep, there's light arrow, and I just can't aim. Fortunately, you don't have to worry about which direction you're facing. And yeah, all of them with 1 shot. The 1 shot that hit. That's the one that counted, damn it! Alright, so another mole hole. And this one will come into play shortly. In fact, if I'm thinking correctly, I'll be able to utilize it next time I go back to town. Alright, another deer. This one is stuck on the island. Say, hey, get me off here. But we actually need to release another crocodile in order to help it out. So that won't be for a little while. Alright, 60 gems. And fortunately, we do not have to come back down here until it's time to kill the metal scorpions, which will be much later. Oh, this final layer. Okay, unfortunately that did not release who I thought it was going to, so we're not quite done yet. However, in order to make progress, we actually need to go back to town. And see what the deal was with that grave. Now, it's only like one of those giant flowers. And the randomizer, they're everywhere. Oh, we just need to keep our dream rod equipped. And walk across this crocodile saying, hey, you're gonna walk on me? Okay, but don't stand on me for too long. If you stay on it for quite a while, he actually complains. It's pretty funny. But this one, the Guardian of the Forest, Turbo the dog. He basically tried to fight the final boss and died. So we just basically get to do a little grave robbing. And pick this up. So, Inu no Oshika aba ne ikara Greenwood no happa ga mitsukata. Basically, this is a Greenwood noha. That's a mispronunciation. So basically, the Greenwood leaf that is Turbo's token, and basically it serves as a pass. We just present it to a talking raft in order for it to give us a ride. But basically, the raft is made of the Greenwood wood, though it's sentient. It's basically saying, "Hey, I don't recognize you." Oh wait. Oh, you got to leave. So yeah, well, get on. Actually, well, it doesn't really matter what item I have equipped for a little while. You may notice that crystal fairy in the top left corner. That one is actually a deceptively simple puzzle to get to. I'll showcase it once we clear out these last 2 layers. All right, so that's one of the moles I was looking for a little bit ago. I will actually double back to town one more time to get a very good item that requires that mole to be present. And one more set of mud golems, which I'm actually happy about because in the randomizer, this layer likes to be the worst enemies in the area. All right, come on, spawn in faster. Wow, yeah, this can be pretty slow at times. I honestly don't think it ever gets as slow in the US version. There we go. Wow. Gotta be patient. All right. So, there's a dog. Yeah, definitely a good idea to retreat back to town and double check things once we finish up what we can do in the next area. There's a butterfly. Can't do much about it. It'll just come at us. Crystal fairy. Free experience. I'll take it. And the final sub area of this area, the Hikari no Shinden, Light Shrine. I like this area because you can actually snipe most of the enemies well ahead of time. Teleporting lizards up there being an exception. It's also nice in the randomizer if they'll spawn in at once. But again, the reach of the sword is very nice. You can hit them vertically quite easily. Get all you guys together. And there's only one layer in here that releases somebody. Revives somebody, rather. So it's easy to take care of them all ahead of time without worrying about starting over. And those bubbles over there, well, they are technically ghosts, so we can't kill them with our current sword. Oh, well, like the metal enemies, we'll be back for them later. Alright, more teleporting lizards. The sooner we get rid of these guys, the better. Now, that mole we got earlier that technically joined our party, he says, oh, I'll help you find secrets in the water shrine. Well, there's only one, and it's that strange bottle from that tile. It's really not needed for the water shrine. Fortunately, he's a lot more useful in the light shrine. Oh, don't want to hit the bubbles. Alright, let's deal with these stupid teleporting lizards. Now those fire enemies are actually slightly threatening in that they can fire fireballs at you, and they don't disappear after a certain range. They will go all the way to the end of the screen before despawning. More teleporting lizards, yay, just die already. Fortunately, a lot of them spawned in at once. Also, unfortunately, they still teleport. Hey, level up. That should come in handy. We'll need the extra hit points for the boss. But this layer here is the only one that releases somebody on this floor. And it's the second squirrel. This one actually gives a free item, which will come in very handy later on. But we won't see the full results until the end of the game. Moving downstairs, yeah, that mold soul that joined us, no, that's the soul of light. It lights up this dark room for us. Now, this room is actually very simple. For the most part, you just basically come to this top right corner here. Kill the enemies. And kill the enemies. And kill the enemies. Okay, wow. I'm trying to keep commentary going here. Yeah, even though we can't kill the bubbles, the Psycho Sword still freezes them. But yeah, we just basically do a long clockwise loop around the outer perimeter. Oh, we're teleporting lizards. I thought we were done with you. Hey, yeah, we'll just be taking a counterclockwise loop around the outer perimeter of the room before we head back towards the. Well, it's actually at the 12 o'clock position because we started in the center. All right, so another crocodile, which will. Well, now we can help that deer. We'll do so back in town. But just ignore you. So this layer, these two layers here are the last two we want. That we can do something with to release people, revive people rather. Too many teleporting lizards. There we go. So this one down here. There we go. That mole is the one I've been looking for. I should be able to get everything in town that I can right now, which is a perfect time to jump back there. All right, so first of all, let's go ahead and talk to this second squirrel who's in here. Basically, it gives us a free item. So, Akami no Emuburemu. See. So it basically implies, oh, there are a lot of these. But for now, we're just basically saying, hey, it's time, we're all here so we can start a little magic show. Talk to them again, saying, okay, which one am I? Yeah, boy, that is a long-winded explanation. We basically have to say, okay, which one's the squirrel? Spoiler alert, always one on the right. And what did you give us? I think he just gave us either an herb or a bottle. Nothing important. But this mole here is saying, "Oh, I'm lost. Will you help me? Will you help lead me home?" So basically, do that for her. And this is a little finicky. She doesn't quite follow you, but her house is the one all the way over here. Lead her onto that hole without entering it. She'll thank you. Say, "Oh, wait here for a little bit. I'll give you a prize." Well, if you stay out there forever, she never comes back. Spoiler: she's dead. But take the ribbon she gives you, give it to this mole here. He disappears. And this one, basically saying, "Oh, thank you for letting me out of there. My house is haunted." For that, we get the Mamori no Udeka, which is basically the protection bracelet, or shield bracelet in the US version. Doubles defense and is a godsend against the boss. Last thing to do in town right now, this deer here saying, "Okay, you helped me. Let me pay you back." And just stand back. So this crystal fairy here basically says, give me all of God's emblems, and I will give you one of the best accessories in the game. Well, we have one of them. We need 7 more. But there's not much else we can do about it for now. Let's make sure we are fully equipped and go fight the boss. First, it jumps us right back here, which is quite nice. Hey, no more lizards. Still have bad aim. There we go. Oh, those spirits we can do nothing about. I call them Zelda 2 bubbles because they look exactly the same. Now, the only tricky part about the Dark Walk without the Soul of Light is right here. So you have this little narrow corridor. You could walk all the way to the right and then up, but nope, you get stuck in this little spot here. Just take one step back. There you go. All right, second boss. So, Sekazo no Saidan. I don't quite know what that is. So basically, this is a 3-in-1 boss. Without the ice armor or the shield bracelet, this guy is a lot harder. And that was a big mistake I made in my first Let's Play. I forgot the shield bracelet. But pretty much acts the same as it does in the US version. No changes here. I should be fine without using my herb. That's a nice thing. But in the speed run, you don't get the shield bracelet, so this is one of the hardest bosses in the game as a result. Yeah, I'm only taking 1 damage, so that's good. All right, last one. And yeah, it's well, a little more aggressive, but we can out-damage it. Actually, I think the AI script is slightly different in this version. Anyway, just get it to tip my sword. And you did. Now, if we did this and released a Deku Tree, we're playing the wrong game. But rather, we found the Amori no Oseire. Basically, the Woods Guardian, translated in the US version. That's all we can do in World 2. Let's go collect our prize and move on to the next world. Fortunately, not a difficult walk. Don't forget to pick up your prize, either. Oh, to talk to him, yeah, just step outside. He will give us the green stone. And off to the next world. Alright, here we are in World 3.